Alright guys, what's up? This is Southern Kip again. Ended up with a little extra time on Friday night, and I decided that I'm going to do the second part of my stream of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. Just to give a little background, a couple weeks ago I played Zelda 2 on NES, and then I did the original regular Legend of Zelda on NES last week.
Alright guys, what's up? This is Southern.
And as you can see there, I forgot to mute my computer. But anyway, I'm going to do the second portion of my stream of Link to the Past. We were able to make it to the Dark World in the first run. So now tonight I'm going to try to beat at least one, maybe two dungeons. So let's see how it goes. And right off the bat, one thing that I really love about this game, as most people do, is the music. I love this Dark World theme, probably even more than the original music that you get on the normal overworld levels. But it's actually been quite a long time since I played this game all the way through, probably about a year or two. And before that, it was even longer, probably like 5 years or so. So I don't really remember too much. So this is just a real casual playthrough of the game for me right now. So I think we got the mark to go get the first princess, or whatever she is, the first maiden. So we'll head up this way and see what we can run into. And here we have a piece of broccoli that's talking to us. Okay. Let's continue on here. Luckily enough, I actually needed those. Now, one thing I do remember about the game, or at least I think that I remember, is it seems like it was a long time between when I got the blue tunic. Holy crap. How did I take that much damage? It seemed like there was a long time in between when I got the blue tunic and having the green tunic. So, unless I'm just doing something really wrong, I guess I'm just stuck with the green tunic and taking a lot of damage right now. It seems a bit weird though. It seems like I'm taking excessive damage. Is there like a place where I can buy a tunic or something? I can't remember. Maybe somebody will show up in a little bit and into the chat and be able to share with me. So here, this is a maze. We're going to find our way through the maze, try to get some more hearts. And I always hated this section. I always had such a hard time with it. So I guess this is not the correct way to go. Maybe I'll try going back around the other way. Okay, maybe this will be a better way to go. No? Let's see if I can go all the way to the right. Much better that time. Well, I'm right back to where I was. Seems like I recall going in here, so I don't really know why I can't go anywhere else. Let's go back around to the left and see if I can go somewhere. I guess not. Well, why am I having such a difficult time here? Let's see. Okay, let's head up this way. There's probably just some entrance that I'm like accidentally overlooking somehow. There it is. No? Maybe not. So I can move around here, but I can't go anywhere. This is the only other entrance. I'm legitimately, like I said earlier, there's probably just some random entranceway that I'm just accidentally overlooking like a complete idiot. Man, I am taking so much damage from these creatures. I have to play much better. There we go. Maybe that'll get me around where I need to be. Okay. Oh, we got the monkey Kiki. If you give me 100 rupees, I'll open the entrance for you. Yes. When in doubt, pay the money. It's probably true in a lot of things in life. Alright, thank you, little monkey man. We'll head in here. Hopefully I can find some hearts really quickly so we don't have to sit here and listen to this beeping noise over and over again. There we go, much better. Perfect. Alright, let's make... Go ahead and use that one. I wonder if that thing respawns, I'm going to get it again so I can capture it. Perfect. Well, apparently not so perfect on my execution. Let's try it again. I've got 3 bottles currently, and 2 of them have fairies in them, and 1 of them does not, so I'm going to try to... And again, I apologize, I explained this in my last stream. I've played so much Shovel Knight that I'm used to pressing X to pull up my item menu, and in this game it's the map, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty remembering that every time I want to use the items I have to press start instead of X. Alright, so we're good to go. I guess I technically could have just gotten out the mirror and gone back to the beginning. But at least we know now that we can fill up hearts down there as long as we have some magic. Whoops. Alright, got a small key here. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta get the hammer in this one. Whoops. Be a little bit more careful than that. So one thing I do recall about this game is that I think I remember as a kid kind of feeling like this was the first legitimate dungeon where, you know, it was actually a bit of a maze and kind of challenging. So it's probably going to take me a little while to make it through these things, especially since I'm very casual about my, playthrough of the game. I haven't played the game in so long. I'm not one of those people that's like a pro that knows exactly where to go each time. So I'm legitimately, you're kind of seeing me play through and figure things out. Even though I've played the game before, it's been so long. And I think if I recall correctly, if I face him and he fires a bolt, yeah, there we go. But I gotta shoot him. There we go. I always like the puzzle solving in this game, even though it's fairly simplistic, especially for a younger kid. I was like about 10 years old, I think, when I played this game for the first time. So it was a decent mental challenge. Okay, so here I can't go through here until I have the hammer, so I will need to go back and make my way through the normal part of the level first. I did not mean to hit that. There we go. And as you can tell, I mean, anybody who sees this, you can see that I'm playing this on Nintendo Wii U, on the Virtual Console. And one thing that I'm pretty excited about is I saw that Nintendo announced some cool stuff yesterday, and they're gonna have Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on Nintendo 3DS here in like a month or so. And I've been waiting for them to release their Super Nintendo games on the Virtual Console. That's something I'm really excited about, because these are my favorite games, and I like taking these games with me on the go. So okay. At least that worked. Whoop, whoop, there we Oh, I got it a minute ago. How did I manage to get that a second ago? Well, I didn't mean to do that, but that'll work, I guess. Oops, I guess I should pay attention to the game instead of the computer screen here. There we go, much better. Okay, I'm gonna have to be really careful here. Excellent. Might as well light this place up just to see what's in here. Alright, looks like it's the same both ways. Maybe I'll get the map right here. I just got some arrows. That'll still work. Oops. Well, I don't know what the purpose of that was. I guess I should probably go back to the beginning. I don't even think I've been all the way to the middle yet. Can I fall down here? Let's find out. Perfect. I don't have a key. Oh boy. Alright, much better. So, looks like we got a couple viewers now. I can't really tell if my stream is running properly. It's a little slow on my computer. So if anybody is out there and happens to be logged in, feel free to send me a little message to let me know if it's working properly. Let's check my list real quick, see if any of my friends are on. But yeah, so basically this is just a run-through, a very casual run-through of A Link to the Past. I'm a very casual gamer, but the last couple weeks I've been doing the original trilogy of Zelda games. So I beat Zelda 2 a couple weeks ago, then decided to do Zelda 1. Oops. And after beating Zelda 1 last week, I decided to do a full run of Link to the Past. So I started on Thursday, last night. And I didn't really think I'd stream tonight, but ended up with a little bit more time than I thought tonight. I've got to get up really early tomorrow for an event at 8 in the morning, so I figured tonight might be a good time to stream a little bit instead of going out and doing anything else. And tomorrow I'll probably pick it up from there and try to get a little bit further. So if anybody is out there checking anything out, feel free to chat. I love to interact and answer questions and whatnot, but otherwise I'll just kind of be talking through my, experiences with the game in terms of some memories of mine as a child, and also since I haven't played this game in quite a while, I actually have to try to figure a lot of this stuff out along the way. I'm super familiar with Legend of Zelda 1 and Legend of Zelda 2 on the regular Nintendo. Played those games a ton as a kid. I did play this one a good bit, but not nearly as much because I never actually owned this game. Now earlier I was able to hit that with my boomerang somehow and get across, but I haven't been able to do that since. I know. I think I can do this with a bomb, maybe. Okay. There we go, that works. There's a lot of little tricks about the game that I don't quite remember. I'm having to kind of play through it and piece together some memories of how to solve some of these puzzles. Okay, so I do not have the big key yet. Maybe I can get that over in this general direction. Ooh. This is bad. Luckily I do have some fairies in my bottles, so if I do manage to die here, it's not a super huge deal, but I'd like to save them as much as possible. Alright, we got another small key. I'm trying to remember where the last door that I need to go into is, and I think this leads us to the... Whoops, that was not the smartest decision, but I think that leads to the large treasure chest. So let's check and see. Okay, so I can't quite get into this just yet. Hopefully this small key that I just picked up will be the way to get back. to that big key. And I believe, if I recall, the place that I last went where I saw a door that I needed to open was falling down this first little crack up here. And I mentioned this earlier, I think before anybody was watching, but I've noticed that I've made a lot of errors playing this game in terms of pressing the wrong button. A lot of times when I'm trying to use one of my items, instead of pressing start, I'll accidentally press X. And the reason I do that is because of Shovel Knight. I've played a lot of Shovel Knight, and so I apologize if you catch me going to the map for no reason. Alright, so here's the big key. And now we can make our way back up to get the treasure chests. And luckily enough, I can come back down here and grab another fairy for my bottle, so that'll be a good reload for me. Well, I'm gonna have to actually sit here and focus on trying to hit this skull here. There we go, much better. So that was a fortunate turn of events. We've got full health now. 2 fairies worth of bottles. Or excuse me, 3 fairies worth of bottles. So now we can make our way to the big treasure chest. And I believe it's the hammer that you get in this dungeon, because of all those turtles that have been walking around. I think I recall I get the hammer and then I can kill those guys. So let's go grab that real quick. And again, I apologize if the stream is not running smoothly. I might have to go check my internet connection. Whoops. Oh, maybe I can't do anything there. Let's see if I can get by these guys. Well, let me jump a couple times. Let's try that again. There we go, much better. All right. So basically, you know, one of the things that you'll notice in this game is, like with the third board, for example, I talked about this yesterday when I streamed. A lot of times they'll put new creatures that you've never seen before into the dungeons, and then like that's kind of their way of telling you that a bigger version of that creature is what you're gonna have to fight. So even though we've seen a lot of those turtles, the main new creature that I've seen are those little like rodent-looking guys that have the hard hat or whatever, like the plate on their face. That guy right there. Here we go. Here's the magic hammer. So you can sort of anticipate that you're going to have to fight one of those guys in a bigger form later. And looking back, I'm pretty sure this is the dungeon that has the guy that you have to break his faceplate with either with bombs or with a hammer to defeat him. So, and I actually remember that guy. I don't know his name. I'm not up with all the enemies' names in the game, but I do recall that I'm pretty sure that he was in the commercial for this game when it was out back in the 90s. And to a certain degree, I kind of feel like he looks like the coolest monster in the game. So it's kind of interesting that one of the cooler looking creatures ends up being, you know, kind of one of the earlier bosses actually. So at this point, I gotta try to remember how to get back where we need to go. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Oh, I remember where it is now. Okay. This way should get us there. But he's basically like this giant lizard-looking thing with a faceplate, and you know, his tail will attack you, and I think maybe he spits fire sometimes. So he's a really cool boss. And here you can't necessarily tell, but these guys do the opposite of what you do, and those red guys only die to the arrows there. So you kind of have to be careful about how you hit those dudes. Earlier I came this way and I couldn't get in because I didn't have the hammer, but now I can get past this part. And I don't have the key, so apparently there's some other part in this game that I have to go get a key from, probably someplace that I couldn't get to earlier because I didn't have the hammer. So let's go try to figure that out real quick. I bet I have to get up there somehow. Let's think about this for a second. So maybe there's a way up here I can get over there. Ooh. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. Can I fall here? I don't think anything is in this room. Let's think about this for a second. Ah, here we go. Maybe this will lead us somewhere where we need to be. Oh, didn't mean to do that there. Just slide on right by here. Awesome. But that doesn't solve my problem about needing the key. So I guess right here I can go through. Maybe and get the key of the other. Maybe there's a chest right there. Let's find out. Alright. Let's see where this other place leads. Alright, and I think I've got all the fairies that I need. So I'm in good shape right here. Now we should be able to get to the boss. Okay, just go ahead. Oops. Probably helpful if I actually hit it. Yeah, I forgot you can hit those turtle guys twice with a hammer and it kills them. Alright, let's try again here. Alright. Should be coming up on the boss here shortly. Whoops. Well, one of these has got to be able to move. There we go. And here we go. Now you can use bombs, but you can also use the hammer. So I'm just gonna roll up in here and hit him as many times as I can. I've got 3 fairies, so I'm not super worried about taking hits. I'm just gonna try to knock this thing out as fast as possible. I think I remember now, part of the reason I thought this boss was so cool when I was a kid is because he kind of looks like a Ankylosaurus, if I recall. I think that might be the right name for it. I was really big on dinosaurs when I was a kid, so I thought he looked like a dinosaur and I thought that was really neat. So now we've got the first gem or whatever that houses like one of the maidens. So we'll see what she has to say to us, and I think she'll end up pinpointing the rest of the 6 other maidens that we have to get in the Dark World. So the Dark World section of the game is actually going to be significantly longer than the Light World. So basically yesterday I spent just about an hour or so, maybe about 2 hours, just trying to beat the first 3 dungeons to get the pendants and then beat the wizard. So now the Dark World is going to take a lot longer because there's 7 different dungeons and each dungeon is a lot more difficult and has more challenges and stuff. So Kip, because of you I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. This world used to be the Golden Land where the Triforce was hidden, but because Ganon, the boss of thieves, wished it, the world was transformed. I'm sure he's intending to conquer even our Light World after building his power here. He is trying to open a larger gate between worlds near the castle using our powers, but the gate is not open completely yet. If we 7 maidens come together, we can break the barrier around Ganon's hiding place. I will tell you where the other girls are held. I believe you will destroy Ganon. I will return to my original form at that time. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to pause just for a second and stop the stream because my internet's giving me some issues and I don't even really know if this whole thing got streamed, so I'm going to double check on it, but I am going to play a little bit longer, so let me check on my internet connection and then I will be back shortly.